Welcome to the Daily Meditation with me, meditation teacher Paul Harrison. I hope you enjoy this guided Vipassana meditation session. To begin with, just make sure that you are sitting down or lying down comfortably with good posture. And close your eyes. We shall begin with calming and clearing the mind. And for this, we shall practice just a little breathing meditation. First, however, let us remind ourselves that for the next few minutes, all we shall be doing is sitting or lying down, breathing, meditating, and allowing ourselves just a few precious moments in which to simply be, and nothing else matters. With our eyes closed, we breathe in through the nose to a count of 4, and then pause for a count of 4, breathe out through the mouth to a count of 4, and then again pause for a count of 4 and repeat. While we are doing this simple box breathing method, we observe the passage of the breath through the body. Observing the breath entering through the nose and moving through the throat down into the abdomen, and then gradually back out through the mouth. If you are new to meditation, or if you simply find it challenging to focus, you might like to describe the movement of your breath to yourself. Simply saying, breathing in on the in-breath, and then saying, pausing, breathing out, pausing, and so on. You might also find it helpful to place the palm of one of your hands on your abdomen so that you can feel the expansion of your diaphragm on the inhale and the contraction on the exhale. This will help you to focus. Now, inevitably, when we meditate, we will experience thoughts and feelings, and from time to time, the mind will become distracted, whether by internal or external stimuli. What matters in Vipassana is the way in which we handle these stimuli. In Vipassana, while we are focusing on the breath, we gently note when the mind is distracted, and we use a process of labeling. I'll give a few examples. So we are focusing on the breath, but then let us say that a thought enters the mind. We simply say, this is just a thought in the mind and nothing more. And then we return our awareness to the breath. Similarly, Let's say that we are distracted by a sensation in the body. We can say, this is simply a sensation in my body and nothing more. And then again, return to focusing on the breath. And finally, let us say that we are meditating on the breath. When the doorbell rings, we simply say, this is an external sound and nothing more. And then we return to focusing on the breath. And so now all that we are doing is observing as we breathe in through the nose to a count of 4. Allowing the breath to go deep down into the abdomen. And then breathing out to a count of 4. We accept that inevitably, from time to time, the mind will be distracted. Perhaps we experience thoughts or feelings, or there is an external stimuli. When this occurs, we simply label the stimuli, saying whether it is a thought, a feeling, or an external event. And then we calmly return the mind to the breath. As you continue to do this, you are training your mind to be less reactive to thoughts, less reactive to feelings, and even less reactive to external events. In turn, this will help you to stay calm and to stay focused, as well as reducing unwanted qualities of mind, such as stress and anxiety. And so let us continue to observe the breath around the body, while also labeling any stimuli that distracts the mind. Sometimes you'll notice that you have a particularly distracting thought or feeling or external event. And at these times, your mind might become quite lost in the distraction. There is a specific way to handle these situations, which I will explain now. So let us say that we are focusing on the breathing. When a particularly distracting thought comes to mind and the mind becomes lost in this thought, what do we do? The solution is first to label that the mind is lost in the thought. Simply note to yourself, my mind is lost in thought. Then, visualize taking a step back away from the thought so that you can observe it as though you were a passive observer outside of your thought. And then you can describe the thought to yourself using sensory information. For instance, I will give an example. I am meditating on my breath and a stressful thought comes to mind. My mind becomes lost in this stressful thought. I say to myself, mind lost in thought. Then I visualize taking a step back so that I can see the thought for what it is. Next, I describe the thought to myself. For instance, I can say, "This is a visual thought in my mind." We can even go further by describing the qualities of the thought. For instance, you can say certain colors that you see in the thought and so on. And for feelings, you can say whether they are warm or cold and whether they have specific qualities. And so you are simply describing the thoughts or the feelings to yourself, and then again gently returning your mind to your breath. Let us simply continue to breathe for just a moment and observe the breath around the body. Soon this guided meditation will come to an end, but first I shall recap everything that we have done. We are sitting or lying down comfortably, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, observing the passage of the breath through the body. We accept that inevitably from time to time the mind will be distracted. When this occurs, we label the nature of the distraction, saying this is just a thought or this is just a feeling, and so on. You may also describe the quality of the thought, feeling, or external stimuli to yourself, and this will help you to regain focus. And you then gently return your awareness back to your breath. And that is the heart of Vipassana. Feel free to continue to sit or to lie down and just be and observe. These are peaceful moments in which you deserve to be calm. You deserve inner peace and wellness. I thank you for listening to this guided meditation, and I invite you to join me for a private session on thedailymeditation.com.